Hello everyone! Welcome po ulit sa ating Math Isip YouTube channel where you can find free Tagalog mathematics tutorial. Our topic for today is all about proving properties of parallelogram. Ito na po yung last topic natin for grade 9 term 1, okay, for week number 10. But before we start, let me just remind everyone, kapag hindi pa po tayo nakakapag-subscribe, please click the subscribe button para masuportahan nyo po ang ating YouTube channel at makapag-produce pa tayo ng mas madami pang lessons in the next terms. And also for our dear teachers, if you are interested sa ating mga presentations, you can message us on our Facebook page. Okay, so without further ado, let's now begin with our lesson. Okay, for this lesson, we will be proving properties of parallelogram by applying the relevant theorems. So if you can remember our previous topic about parallelogram, na-discuss na po natin yung mga properties. Okay, one of the property is opposite sides are congruent. Okay, alam naman natin sa parallelogram, dapat yung mga opposite sides parallel. Yun po yung definition ng parallelogram. But one of the property is opposite sides should be congruent. Okay? Next, we also have opposite angles are congruent. Okay, so this angle is congruent to this angle. This angle is congruent to this angle. Okay, by the way, we are using tick marks and symbols to indicate that they are congruent. Pag parehas po yung markings, meaning equal po yung kanilang measurement. Okay, next. Consecutive angles are supplementary. Ibig sabihin, these two angles, if you add them together, it will be 180 degrees. Okay, another, this angle and then this angle, they are consecutive. Okay, if you add them, it will be also 180 degrees. Alright, and so on and so forth, no? And then next one is a diagonal divides a parallelogram into two congruent triangles. Okay? Yan po, dalawang triangle ang mabubuo pag meron po tayong isang diagonal. Okay? So, pag isang diagonal, we have here the two triangles. Okay? Congruent po yung malalaking triangles. Pag dalawang diagonals na syempre, makikita natin parang apat na yung smaller triangles natin. Alright, next, we also have here the last property, diagonals bisect each other. Ibig sabihin, it divides the two segment into two equal parts. Okay, so this segment is congruent to this segment. And this segment is also congruent to this segment. Okay, these are the properties of parallelogram. Okay, now let's have this question. But why are these properties true? Okay, natanong nyo na ba kung bakit ito yung mga properties ng parallelogram? Paano natin nasabi na totoo itong mga properties na to? Are we simply expected to memorize them? Okay, ito po yung mahalagang question when it comes to mathematics. Kasi ang mathematics, it teaches us critical thinking. So sa mathematics, hindi lang po dapat tayo tanggap ng mga concepts, ng mga properties like this, no? At i-memorize natin and then that's it. Hindi po dapat ganun. We have to also ask the question why. Bakit ito ganito, no? So parang sa buhay din po, wag lang po tayong tanggap ng mga fake news. Dapat ina-analyze din natin kung totoo or hindi. We have to really ask those questions. Why? Ito po yung sasagutin natin in this lesson. We are not simply expected to memorize, no? We can prove them actually, no? We can prove them. So, a proof shows through logical reasoning that a mathematical statement must be true. Okay, so ito po yung process actually pag may given, no? We can actually have the logical steps. Nandiyan yung mga theories, yung mga properties, and then we can now have the conclusion. That's how we prove things. Dapat meron pong given basis natin, no? May resources tayo, and then we have here the logical steps. What are the process that we need to do? What are the theorems or the facts na kailangan nating i-process so that we can come up with a conclusion. Okay? So ngayon, pag-aaralan natin is yung proving, no? How do we prove these properties of parallelogram? So understanding a proof means if we have here a given, meron po tayong 4 steps dito. If we have here a given, what information do we already know? Next is prove. What are we trying to show? Ito na po yung goal natin. Ano ba yung pinaka-target natin? Ano yung gusto nating i-prove? And then we also have the statements. These are now the conclusions. We can make step by step. Yung mga small statements that will help us to prove our objective, yung target natin. And then of course, ito yung reasons. Dapat meron tayong basis. What definition, postulate, property, or theorem justify each statement. So sa bawat statement natin, meron dapat tayong basihan. Meron tayong basis, no? Every statement in a proof must have a valid reason. Okay, so with that, para makapag-prove tayo ng property ng parallelogram, kailangan nating balikan kung ano yung existing knowledge natin or yung prior knowledge natin about the concepts na related sa parallelogram. Katulad po nito, ito na po yung tinatawag kong proof toolbox. Okay, may mga toolbox tayong pwede nating gamitin, mga tools natin to prove parallelogram. So we have here the first toolbox is the parallel lines. Alam natin na ang parallelogram, meron tayong dalawang parallel lines doon. If ABCD is a parallelogram, we know that side AB is parallel to side CD. And at the same time, side AD is also parallel to side BC. So they are parallel from the definition of parallelogram. So alam natin na ganito yung itsura ng parallelogram. May dalawang lines, tapos yung sides niya, yun na yung magiging transversal. If you can remember our topic on parallel lines cut by a transversal. And then discuss natin doon yung alternate interior angles which are congruent. So these are the two alternate interior angle and they are congruent. Angle 1 is congruent to angle 2. Okay? So aside from that, we also have this same side interior angles which are supplementary. So same side interior angles, we have here angle 3 and then angle 4. Same side sila kasi they are on the right side of this transversal and they are in the interior of the parallel lines. They are supplementary, meaning if you add them, it will be 180 degrees. Okay, so these are the facts na napag-aralan na natin on the topic parallel lines, okay, which is present sa isang parallelogram. Now, let's have more tools. Okay, let's have this toolbox number 2, yung congruent triangles. Alam natin na sa isang triangle, if we have here two triangles that are congruent, okay, we can have this congruence correspondence. We have the side correspondence, meaning one side is congruent to another side of the other triangle. Okay, another side congruent din sa isa pang side, and yung third side congruent din dun sa third side ng isa pang triangle. So we also have the SAS or the side angle side. We also have the angle side angle, and we also have here the angle side correspondence. So ano pong tawag natin sa mga ito? This is now what we call the CPCTC. If two triangles are congruent, their corresponding sides and angles are also congruent. So anong ibig sabihin ng CPCTC? C stands for corresponding parts of a congruent triangle are congruent. Okay, so tandaan po natin to, CPCTC. Next one, another fact that we can remember, we can recall is the other facts we may use. Ito po, reflexive property. A segment is congruent to itself. Okay, AC or segment AC is congruent to segment AC, no? Equal lang siya sa sarili niya. That is what we call a reflexive property. And then, kahit balibalik-tarin po natin yung segment, no? Yun po yung gamit nito. Kahit balibalik-tarin natin yung segment, AC will always be the same, AC. Alright. Next, we also have here vertical angle theorem. So, vertical angles are congruent. Okay, so just like this, we have here angle 1 and angle 2. I always use the scissors to describe vertical angles. Kung ano yung opening ng scissors, yung blade ng scissors, ganun din yung opening dito sa handle, no? So that is vertical angles. Okay, so those are our toolbox. I believe we are now ready to prove properties of parallelogram at magagamit natin yung mga toolbox na yon, yung mga facts na napag-aralan natin previously. Okay, so let's start proving the first theory. So, unahin natin itong theorem number 1. Not necessarily in order yung ating mga theory, but in our lesson today, unahin natin ito. So, yung unang property is a diagonal of a parallelogram divides it into two congruent triangles. So, remember, if we have here parallelogram ABCD, yan, pwede nating ma-divide yan using our diagonal. So we have here the diagonal AC, and we can divide this into two parts. Okay, so what two triangles are formed? Anong pangalan ng isang triangle dito? We have this triangle. How do we name this? Okay, and then this triangle. How do we name this triangle? So they are triangle ABC, and then itong isang triangle naman is triangle CDA. So pwede namang i-rearrange natin ito. Aside from saying ABC, pwede rin namang CBA, no? As long as consecutive yung mga vertices natin. Ganon din dito, not necessarily CDA, pwede rin namang DAC or CAD. Pwede rin ganon, no? Anyway, tatlong vertices lang naman yan. Next, can we prove that these two triangles are congruent? Okay, paano natin masasabi na congruent itong dalawang to? So we need to prove it. Okay, kasi nakikita lang natin visually, parang parehas nga sila, no? But how can we prove it mathematically? So we have this, what we call the two-column proof. Ito yung kadalasang ginagamit natin to prove a theorem in geometry, no? Ginagamit ito lalo na kapag madami tayong statement na kailangan. So these are two columns, meaning we have the first column, statements, and then yung isang column, the second column is about the reasons. Okay, now before we have the first statement, dapat alam natin yung goal natin. Alam natin yung target, no? Ganun naman po, pag meron tayong kailangang goal, dapat yun muna yung unahin natin. Ano yung direction natin? So, ang direction natin dito is ipoprove natin na yung dalawang triangle na to ay congruent. And paano ba natin masasabing congruent yung dalawang triangles? We can only say that if the sides are congruent to each other. And also the angles, yung angle ng first triangle natin, yung mga angles niya, ay parehas din sa angles ng second triangle. So, paano natin yon gagawin? Ito na po yung first na statement natin. Una, first is ito, kailangan ito. ABCD is a parallelogram. Establish natin na itong pinag-uusapan natin is a parallelogram. How did we say that this is a parallelogram? It's given. Nandito na po, no? Parallelogram ABCD, nakasulat na dyan. Next, since this is a parallelogram, alam natin na yung mga sides nila ay parallel. AB is parallel to CD. Okay? Ito pong side nito, AB is parallel to CD, which is ito yung isang side ng first triangle, ito rin yung isang side ng second triangle. And BC, itong side na ito, is parallel to AD. Yan. So, we have this definition of parallelogram. Okay? We said this, or we stated this statement because yun yung definition ng parallelogram. Okay? Opposite sides are parallel. Next, we also have to prove that angle BAC, itong angle BAC, ito po, is congruent sa isa pang angle nung isang triangle. So, angle DCA. Ipakita po natin, yan, yung mga markings, no? So, we have to prove that their angles are congruent. So, paano natin nasabing congruent sila? Ano yung reason natin? Ano yung basis? Ito po, alternate interior angle theorem. Yung toolbox na pinakita ko kanina, alam natin na sa isang parallelogram, there are two parallel lines like this, no? Tapos itong diagonal, parang ito na yung transversal natin. And these two angles are the alternate interior angles. Okay, and they are congruent. Okay. Next, so na-prove na natin yung isang angle. Ano pa ang pwede nating ma-prove na parts ng dalawang triangle na parehas? We also have this angle. So, angle BCA, okay, and then angle DAC, pakita natin. Yan. So, this angle and this angle are congruent. Okay, bakit? Ano po ang basis natin? Same din po, alternate interior angle theorem. So, they are also alternate interior angle because of these two parallel lines dito sa taas tsaka yung nandito sa baba. Alright. So, dalawang angle na po yung na-prove natin na parehas sa dalawang triangle. How about the sides? Okay, so asan ba yung mga sides ng triangle? So, itong unang triangle, ito yung tatlong side niya. Okay. And then, itong second triangle, ito naman yung tatlong side niya. So, alin sa mga sides na yan ang congruent na pwede nating i-prove? So, ang pinakamadaling side dyan is actually this segment EC. Itong side na ito, no? Ito mismong diagonal. Bakit? These two triangles share the same side. Okay? So, how can we say that AC is congruent to itself? It's because of reflexive property. Okay? Yung pinakita natin kanina. Kahit bali-baliktarin natin yan, it will always be the same with itself. Alright. There you go. So, kailangan pa ba natin ng isa pang side or dalawang side para ma-prove natin na congruent yung triangle? Actually, hindi na po. Why? Because we already have an angle, an included side, and another angle. Okay, so sa isang triangle naman, ganun din. Angle, included side, and another angle. So this is based from our ASA congruence na po siya. Okay, so remember our correspondence, type of triangle correspondence. Pag angle and then an included side and another angle is congruent dun sa isa pang triangle, they are already congruent. Yun. So, eto na po yung ating proof. We can say that these two triangles are actually congruent. Okay, using our two-column proof. Okay, let's proceed to the second theorem. So, i-prove naman natin itong property na ito. Opposite sides of a parallelogram are congruent. Okay, so we have here the opposite sides, side AB tsaka side DC. Ano pa? Side AD tsaka side BC. Okay, so how can we prove that they are congruent? So, we can have this proof. Dito, we don't need to use the two-column proof. Bakit? Kasi we already established yung ating correspondence kanina. Yung dalawang triangle na ito ay congruent. So, na-prove na natin yan. So, sometimes we don't need a very long proof para lang ma-prove natin yung ating statement. Sometimes we can just use simple logical reasoning gamit yung mga properties, definitions, or yung mga na-prove na nating theorem. Alright, so ito, we already know these two triangles are congruent. Therefore, corresponding sides of the congruent triangles are also congruent. So, kapag parehas na sila or congruent na yung dalawang triangle, pwede na nating sabihin yung mga sides nila at yung mga angles nila ay congruent din. So, using the CP-CTC, which means corresponding parts of a congruent triangle are congruent, we can say that side AB, itong side na ito ng first triangle, ay congruent din dito sa first side ng second triangle. Alright. Next, ano pa? Itong side na ito, BC, ng first triangle is also congruent to the second side of this second triangle. Alright. So, na-prove na natin that these two opposite sides of a parallelogram are congruent. Opposite sides of a parallelogram are congruent. So, congruent, dahil lang sa congruent triangles kanina, using CP-CTC, we can now prove that these opposite sides of a parallelogram are congruent. Okay, let's go to the next theorem. Let's now prove itong third property natin. Consecutive angles are supplementary. Okay, so asan ba yung mga consecutive angles natin? So we have here angle A and angle B, they are consecutive. Angle B and angle C, consecutive. Angle C and angle D, consecutive din yan. And also, angle A and angle D. Okay, so ang gagamitin nating proving dito is just a direct theorem application. So kagaya nga ng sinabi ko kanina, hindi sa lahat kailangan ng mahabang proving. Okay, so dito, if we have here side AB, so ito is parallel to side CD because that is the definition of a parallelogram. No? If they are parallel, then AD is a transversal to AB and CD. So itong side na ito, parang ito na yung transversal. So kung magdo-drawing tayo ng extension, so kung ito yung line or segment AB, ito rin naman yung segment DC. Itong segment AD, parang ito na yung transversal that cuts these two parallel lines. And if that's the case, therefore, we can say that angle A and angle D are actually same side interior angles. Okay, pag same side interior angle sila, then we can say that they are supplementary. The measurement of angle A and the measurement of angle D is equal to 180. Similarly, no, parehas din po yan sa BC. So, kung AB is parallel to DC, we can also say that side BC is a transversal to these two parallel lines. Therefore, we can also say that angle B, the measurement of angle B and the measurement of angle C is also 180 degrees. Okay, kaya ganun din po sa AD parallel to BC. So, kung ito naman po yung ating parallel lines, itong side AD tsaka side BC, yung transversal naman po niyan is itong ating side AB, no? We can say that side AB, the measurement of angle A and angle B is also 180 pag pinag-add natin. Ganun din dito. Parang ito na rin po yung transversal line na nag-cut dito sa AD tsaka BC. So, they are also same side interior angle. So, pag pinag-add natin, it's also 180 degrees. Therefore, any two consecutive angles of a parallelogram are supplementary. Okay? Kaya po ganyan yung property ng parallelogram. Alright. Okay, let's now proceed to theorem number 4. Ito po yung fourth property natin. Opposite angles are congruent. So if you have here angle A and angle C, congruent po yan. Angle B and angle D, congruent din po yan. Pero paano natin ipoprove? Okay, this time we will now be using another deductive proving, no? So algebraic deductive proof naman po ito. So from theorem 3, gamit ulit yung theorem na na-establish natin kanina, we know that angle A, the measurement of angle A, plus the measurement of ito po, angle B, are 180, no? Pag pinag-add natin because they are supplementary. And the measurement of angle B and the measurement of angle C is also 180. Okay, therefore, pwede nating gamitin ito to use the transitive property of equality. So mag-algebra tayo ngayon. So we can now equate these two facts into another equation. So meaning, since parehas sila na equal sa 180 degrees, then we can say that they are also the same. Okay? Remember, pag sinabing transitive property, kumbaga, if A is equal to B and B is equal to C, then we can say that A is equal to C. Okay? So, ganun din po yung ginawa natin dito. Alright. The measurement of angle A plus B is equal to the measurement of angle B plus C. Okay, solve natin. We can use the subtraction property of equality para matanggal natin itong angle B or yung measurement ng angle B. At ang maiiwan na lang dyan is ito pong angle A, measurement of angle A equals to the measurement of angle C. Alright, so we can equate these two. Ibig sabihin, kapag pareha sila, angle A is also congruent to angle C. Okay, therefore, we can say that these two opposite angles are congruent. Okay, ganun din po kapag dito kay angle B at saka kay angle D. So, ang ginamit natin is yung theorem 3 kanina that they are supplementary angles. So, they are, if you add them, it will be 180. And using transitive property, ma-equate na natin silang dalawa. Okay, there you go. Opposite angles of a parallelogram are congruent. Okay, last property po or last theorem, okay, na ipoprove natin, the diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. So if you have here this same parallelogram, if we have the diagonal AC and the diagonal BD, nag-intersect sila kay, let's say this is point E, no? And we can now prove that these two segments, itong kalahati, at saka itong segment AE tsaka segment EC ay equal, okay? At yung segment BE tsaka segment ED ay equal din, okay? So, yun yung ipoprove natin. Dito, pwede na nating gamitin ulit yung two-column proof kasi medyo madaming statement yung kailangan natin. So, ano yung mga steps na kailangan nating gawin para ma-prove natin na itong segment na ito parehas dito at itong segment na ito parehas din po dito? So, ano yung mga pwede nating gamitin? So, kung napapansin nyo, ano ba yung mga nabuo pag meron ng dalawang diagonal? So, kung isang diagonal lang yan, we can say that there are two triangles, no? Pero kapag dalawang diagonal na yung nag-intersect, ilang triangles na po yung nakikita natin? Okay, meron po tayong 4 na triangle. So, pwede kaya na itong maliit na triangle dito, pag na-prove natin na equal siya dito sa maliit na triangle sa baba, can we now use it to prove these two sides are congruent? Sige, itry po natin yon. So, una, we have here, ABCD is a parallelogram. Of course, it's given. Next, diagonals AC, and BD intersect at E. Okay. Well, it's also given. Okay. Next, side AB is parallel to side CD. Okay. These are actually the definition of parallelogram. Okay. So since itong maliit na triangle dito sa taas, tsaka yung maliit na triangle sa baba, parehas na yung isang sides nila, no? Congruent na. Kailangan na lang natin ng dalawa pang parts para masabi natin na congruent sila. Ano kaya yung mga parts na pwede nating i-prove? Okay, una is ito, angle ABE. So, ipakita natin yung angle ABE. Ito po. Tsaka yung angle CDE, ito, no? Pwede nating ma-prove na congruent sila. Bakit? Because of alternate interior angles ulit. So, this is the transversal line for that. Tanong, sir, pwede rin ba itong angles po na ito? Okay, alternatively, yes, pwede rin po yung angle BAE tsaka angle ECD. Alternate interior angles din po yung mga yan. Okay, ano pa? We can also prove these two angles. Angle AEB, pakita natin. Ito yung angle AEB and then angle CED. Ito po yung isa pang angle, no? So, anong klaseng angles po ito? Bakit sila congruent? Okay, they are vertical angles. Okay. Now, meron na tayong isang side na congruent, isang angle na congruent, at isa pang angle na congruent. Pwede na ba nating masabing itong dalawang triangles na ito ay congruent? Actually, ito nabanggit na po natin to kanina, no? Since it's a parallelogram, opposite sides are congruent. And we can now say that these two triangles, triangle ABE and triangle CDE, no, they are now congruent because of what correspondence? Angle, side. So we have angle, side. Another angle, side. Okay, there you go. We can now say that their parts are also congruent. So we can say that segment AE is congruent to segment EC. Okay, pakita natin yung dalawang segment. Ano pa? Segment BE, ito, segment BE is congruent to segment DE. If you notice, yung mga markings nila dapat parehas. Okay, kung dalawang tick marks ito, dalawa din dapat yan. Kung tatlong tick marks ito, tatlo din dapat ito. And then kung isang tick mark yan, dapat ganun din dito. Okay, so we can now say that they are congruent because of CP-CTC, meaning congruent parts of congruent triangles are congruent. Okay, there you go. That's how we prove this property. Okay, so bali yun na po lahat yung mga properties or yung mga theorems natin sa parallelogram. So lahat po yun, na-prove na natin lahat ng mga properties na ito. So we do not simply memorize properties. We justify them using our definitions o kaya theorems o kaya logical reasoning. Okay? Para makuha natin yung proof. Alright. Lastly, before I end our lesson, gusto ko lang i-emphasize ito, proving properties of a parallelogram. Not all geometric proofs have to look the same. So, minsan, pwede nating gamitin yung two-column proof kapag mahaba yung mga statements. Madami tayong kailangang ilagay na statements just to prove a property or a theorem. Pwede rin naman pong simple lang. So, we can just use a simple diagram or a direct proof, algebraic proof, or pwede rin inductive or deductive reasoning. Ang importante, what matters is that every conclusion is supported by a valid definition, property, or theorem. Okay, so kung gusto nyo pong ma-master ang ating topic for today, I have here two activities, Activity A and Activity B. Okay, so sagutin nyo po ito on your own and then try to check it with your math teachers, especially if they are using our PowerPoint presentations. Okay, but for now, thank you for listening. I hope meron po ulit kayong natutunan and I hope to see you again on our next video. God bless and see you on our next term. Bye-bye sa inyong lahat and God bless po sa inyong mga exams. Kung meron kang natutunan sa video na ito, please click the subscribe button to support this channel para mas matulungan ulit kita sa mga susunod mo pang math lessons. Lagi mong tatandaan, ang math ay para sa lahat. At ako si Teacher Van, nagsasabing dito sa Math Isip, lamang ang nag-iisip. God bless and see you on the next video. Bye-bye.